Ladies and gentlemen, the Chief Department of Homeland Security had his deposition in court, and afterwards a judge came out and said he blatantly lied. He goes on to Fox News and they asked him straight up.
Okay, but did you admit in court that you lied about the timeline here?
Well, let's all watch the deposition together, shall we? How are you doing, my American informed brothers and sisters? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which you know I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on the platforms you see up here, the platforms down here. Click this because it helps me. Even when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification that will bring in a Dropbox for you to select all notifications. That way you'll get notified. Lastly, don't forget to check out the other channel, Man, Husband, Father, which we are at 7,000 subs. Thank you. Let's get 1,000 more. No, I'm serious. I am appreciative of the 7,000 subs. Posted a video over there today. Make sure you go over there and check it out. I did post it on this channel as well, just so it can be as a segue to you going over to my Man, Husband, Father channel. All right. I'm thinking that you guys are going to like the video I posted today. All right. Appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, men, women, boys, and girls, we are going to talk about the subject of the U.S. Border Patrol chief on the judge ruling whenever they had him in for his deposition. And afterwards, the judge did come out and say that he lied about it. But first, let me show you how Fox News brought this to him and his response to it.
U.S. Border Patrol Commander, Sector Chief Greg Bravino. Greg, it's great to see you, sir. Commander, let's talk about this. What happened here? So U.S. District Judge Sarah Ellis said that you lied about a rock-throwing incident at an anti-ICE protest in Chicago that was used to justify deploying tear gas against protesters, that you were actually hit by a rock after you threw the tear gas. What happened here? Did you deploy the tear gas twice? What happened here?
Well, Liz, it's good to see you, and thanks for having me again. You know, this injunction and this temporary restraining order, as far as lying, you know, we tell the truth in law enforcement. That's a cornerstone of American law enforcement. What happened that day in the field was pure, unadulterated violence against Border Patrol agents and ICE agents for not just a period of minutes, but for a period of hours, whether they were ramming our vehicles, gang members en route with weapons, physical assaults on agents, rocks being thrown, and that type of thing. And less lethal devices were deployed, and they were deployed in a more than exemplary manner. You may have heard that in my deposition and my testimony, a more than exemplary manner. I'm proud of our agents.
Okay, but did you admit in court that you lied about the timeline here?
No, ma'am, I did not. If you look at the deposition, I did not admit to lying, and I did not lie to the timeline. So absolutely not.
Okay, but that's what the judge is accusing you of.
That judge is. I would call that fake news, Liz. Look at the deposition, and I think you'll find in that deposition, which a lot of that's online now, several hours worth. Take a look at the deposition. No lies.
Well, like I said, why, instead of us going back and forth, he's a this, he's a that, how about we just see the depositions ourselves, all right? Right here.
All right, so Mr. Bravino, you've had an opportunity to look at the video. Do you see yourself?
I did see myself.
Okay. Do you recall the events that are depicted in the video?
I remember the events that took place in the video.
Okay. There is an older gentleman who exchanges words with you, right?
It appears, yes.
Yes. And in the beginning of that video clip, he is expressing his disagreement with your presence in Chicago, and he doesn't like the fact that you are instructing him to move down, right?
No.
I mean, am I right or wrong?
You're wrong.
Okay. What do you think he's doing?
That individual is failing to follow instructions to vacate the area.
I see. Now, the area in question is behind a guardrail, right?
There was a cement barrier. There's not a guardrail.
All right. It is behind a barrier of some stripe or another, right?
It appears so.
Yes. He is standing behind that barrier, right?
It appears so.
And your decision at the time was that you did not want anybody standing behind that barrier speaking or being present in any way, and you instructed them all to leave, right?
Check the form. Video speaks for itself.
No.
Not true. Did you see on the video that tell you this older gentleman is named Scott Blackburn? This gentleman turned to comply with your directions, and he also expressed vulgarity and obscenity in your direction as he was complying, right?
Objective form.
No.
That didn't happen. You didn't see that on the video.
I didn't see what you said.
Right. And then you got over the barrier, tackled this man to the ground, and arrested him, right?
No.
Did you not tackle him?
No.
Okay. So if somebody were watching that video and thought that you tackled the older gentleman whose name is Scott Blackburn, you'd say, don't believe your lying eyes. That's not what happens on the video.
I wouldn't say that.
Would you say that that is not what's depicted on the video?
I wouldn't say that either.
Well, do you acknowledge that you're tackling Mr. Blackburn on this video?
No.
Okay. What do you think you're doing to Mr. Blackburn?
I'm imploring Mr. Blackburn, or whoever that individual was, to comply with leaving the area and to comply with instructions.
Okay. Are you making physical contact with him?
There was physical contact.
Are you applying force?
At that point, no.
Did you at any point in this video apply any force against Mr. Blackburn?
No.
Okay. So if somebody thought that you were applying force against Mr. Blackburn, they'd be sadly mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. Do you acknowledge that there were any uses of force that were applied against either of these individuals on that morning, as shown in the video?
I see no reportable uses of force.
Pardon me?
I see no reportable uses of force.
When you say reportable uses of force, what do you mean?
A use of force that would be reported.
Yes, and what uses of force would be reported?
Such as a pepper ball launch, or less lethal, or open-handed strikes, deadly force, shooting, something like that. Anything that is a reportable use of force. An arrest is not.
All right. So, do you acknowledge? I mean, I don't want to play word games with you. Okay. Do you acknowledge that force can be applied in the course of an arrest?
It's
Just
possible.
as a general matter,
It's possible.
it's possible. Sometimes there's no need to apply force, and force is not applied in an arrest, right?
It's possible.
And sometimes it is necessary to apply force to effectuate an arrest, in your experience, correct?
It can happen that way.
And you have been trained that that is the case, right?
Yes.
And you train, or when you're supervising officers, that is your shared understanding, that sometimes arrests will require the application of force.
It's possible.
Now, these two arrests, will you agree, skip reportable, will you agree that physical force was applied to these two individuals in the course of arresting them?
I will not agree to that.
Can you explain why you won't agree to that?
That's not a reportable use of force. The use of force was against me.
I see.
After watching that, you tell me. You tell me what you came of that. Because let's be honest, the way that he answered it, the man definitely was ready for that. And I'm not saying I'm not saying it in a way to make it seem like he's being deceitful or lying or anything like that. It's just that what if he's trained and he actually been going through some sort of process where they prepared him for how lawyers can ask you tricky questions in a way to catch you up. See what I'm saying? But according to that deposition that he was asked on Fox News and he said he did not lie, in that, did you see that he lied? And if he did, where at? Leave it in the comments below after this video. I'm waiting to see this one right here because I know it's going to be a whole bunch of mixed messages with this one. But don't be scared to say nothing down there, folks. Everybody have their own perspective and explain your reasoning why. Participate in my question, all right? Thank you. Do not forget to do what y'all see in this animation right here. It will greatly help my channel. And if you would like to see the next video that I will be doing after this, and it's going to be up there, things as of yesterday you may have missed right here. And I told you 100 of y'all have been dropped from my channel, so you might want to pick it back up by clicking that. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.